actually quite the horror story because Marie was the first person to call me about Lyme, and when I was confused, didn't know what to do, and I just wanted help. So she was like a friend, and it set the stage for her giving me advice and me pretty much following whatever it is she was telling me to do. Although she would always say, I tell you what to do, and you can do what you want to do. This is what I do. Which kind of makes it seem like, oh, the person's objective, so I'll just do what they do, because they're not forcing me to do it. But when I got there, it was kind of a different story. When I would hesitate, I hesitated with the eardrops, and she was like, you do it, you don't act like a little boy. Anytime I would hesitate, I'd let her talk to me, I'd let her treat me like a little boy. And I feel so worthless as a 35-year-old man to get to act like a child and let myself get treated like a child, and it's like being used. You're used as an adult. It's triggers everything in the past, and it's worse actually. Even if the thing is, if the funny thing is, if my hip hadn't gotten messed up, I probably would have looked at it differently and been copacetic, But it's like, as soon as I realized that she didn't exactly... She wouldn't take responsibility for, yes, having done that technique wrong. Which shows some mental dysfunction, along with her stories about failing to kill herself 5 times. So that was God intervening. I think that I was in such a state of just a slave state that even when I would talk to Donna, I would have to go outside because I didn't want her to hear anything. Like a kid wouldn't want his mom to hear, because I was pretty much bad mouthing her after she hurt my hip. I think though, if my hip hadn't gotten hurt, I don't know exactly if I would be thinking the same thing. I know I would still be regretting leaving Arizona. I let her dictate my path. She was trying to do what she thought was best, but what she thought was best in her eyes. So I never dictated my own path, which is the thing that hurts me the most mentally. And that's the thing. Because of that, now I'm in this situation here back in Virginia where I have no help. All I have is a room and someone who will grab stuff at the store for me, but doesn't really give a shit whether I live or die. That person's name is my sister. And now that I'm back here, my boss is going to expect me to stay here when I really should have stayed in Arizona. So how am I going to get back out there, convince my boss? And what is it going to matter if I can't clear this mental abuse? I mean, she was trying to help. It was just when I got there, she got so crazy. Like, just because I was hesitant. She was actually a nutcase. I think truck flipped out after we couldn't put the thing in. I mean, this lady's a nutcase. I don't know that I can get over that. That I let someone like that dictate my decisions, which were wrong. And it's just hit me. You know, you go through this whirlwind where it's happening. Then a little delay, and then it hits you.